What up, fans of Roshan Canadorgs Season 1? It is officially my first video confessional. It has taken me way too long to get around to this. I was going to do it when the merge happened, but then some bullshit happened, so we're doing it now. Yeah, Lauren going home was not fun, but ironically, the person I'm most mad at is not anybody who voted for her, but Dave. Dave would not listen to reason. I said our plan was stupid, because it was. I told everybody. Dee Dee agreed with me. Lauren agreed with me, but she just wanted to get the vote done with because she had to work the next day, which I understood. And Katie messaged me at like 3 a.m. that night being like, holy shit, I see your point. I don't think Dave's gonna budge on this one though. And Dave just would not listen to reason. I don't understand how you can play an org and think that the other alliance is just gonna believe the person you tell them you're voting for. That seems absolutely outrageous to me that you would think that that would work. So I don't think that Dave is actually in our alliance. I think he's doing his best to protect OG Milk, River, and what he wanted, he got. He just wanted Beach to go home. He didn't care which one, and he wanted the idol to get flushed. And so, as long as those two things happened, he could have cared less whether it was Lauren or Ollie or Akira that went home. So, basically, the outcome of that is he doesn't feel like a real alliance member to me. I don't know. I would protect my alliance if that was Dave who was going to be the potential vote, and I knew we were voting for someone that they could probably pretty easily predict just to flush an idol. I would have said, hey, you know what? Why don't we get someone who's a little less obvious this round, and then we can vote out the person that you want to vote out next time, because that way we're safe, and then we also vote out the idol, and then we also get rid of two people that aren't in our alliance. So that's kind of how I see it. I don't know how else to see it, really. I mean, he could have just not thought it through at all and just kind of stuck to his guns. And that, I guess that's fine if he did that. It also doesn't make you a good alliance member, though. It doesn't make you easy to work with or someone who is going to help the alliance long term grow and be sustainable. So if that's the case, it's not really a mark in his favor either. I mean, it means he's more loyal, but loyal is different than somebody who is actually easy and fun to work with. And well, I like Dave, and we've had some interesting conversations. He has not proven to be a good alliance member so far. So with this vote that we're doing right here, I'm actually teaming up with Akira and Ollie to get out Dave, ironically. So who'd have thunk that the people who voted out Lauren, idoled out Lauren, I might add, would be the ones helping me get rid of someone in my alliance with the next vote. But it actually just kind of makes sense. So that's the move. Meanwhile, I have an ace in my hole if everything goes according to how I think it's going. I don't know if it is or not. I really don't know. But I talked with Craig, and he seems like he's ready to flip. And not only is he ready to flip, but I kind of laid out the pitch that Lauren was my number one. I mean, that's what everyone assumed anyways, so we might as well go with that. And it pretty much was fucking true. Anya was also my number one at one point. So having number ones is not a good thing to be. If you're my number one. I don't know why Craig's so quick to sign up for it. It just means he'll probably be voted out in a tribal or two at the rate we're going. But hey, you know what? If he wants to be my number one, I want him to be my number one. Because that means that he's going to vote with us on the next vote. You know what that means? Enya's going home, which is number one on my to-do list right now. Enya is going home. Enya is going home. He voted out Anyo. And, like, you know what? Me and Anyo had some fucking great conversations. Miss the dude. Love the dude. Enya's number one on my to-do list. So, Enya would be my target this time around if he was available. He's not. So, who's my number one target next round? Yeah, you guessed it. Enya. So that's who we're going for. But first things first, Dave, because he's not a real Alliance member. So that's where we're at. It is what it is. I'm sad Lauren's gone. I really am. I loved Lauren. Me and her played our first org together. We voted against each other in that season, and neither one of us I really feel like wanted to. It was just kind of more Madam Circumstance. We started off on different tribes. You know, we never really talked much before either one of us voted for the other one. It was a matter of circumstance, and this time around, it's kind of like the Ollie situation where the last game where it's like me and Lauren, the last game didn't allow for us to work together. This game is not allowed for me and Ollie to work together, at least thus far. We will see what happens on this vote because it's finally time for me and Ollie to work together. At least the pitch I gave him as us being the two biggest threats in the game. We can either go at each other or we can help each other get to the final 7 and then battle it out from there. I personally would rather we both get to final 7 and battle it out from there. I hope he does too, because that makes both of our lives easier. But the second Ollie goes, I become target number 1, and I don't really want that. I would rather he goes at number 6 and I can kind of get to the end. I wouldn't say cruise to the end, but I can get to the end a little bit more simply, a little bit more under the radar, so to speak. So I'm kind of doing what I can to protect Ollie right now. Not because I want to face him in the end, but because I probably don't get to the end if he doesn't last longer. So I straight up told him, I'm on your side until we get to final 7, and then we can battle or not. If I face you in the end, whenever I do battle Ollie, it'll be epic. That's all I know. Whether that's at the final tribal council or before then. But I'm that's gonna be a doozy right there. So so far we talked about it today. I've taken out 2 of his main alliance members. He's taken out 2 of mine, and I said we can keep targeting each other's alliance and keep losing our main alliance members, or we can work together for once and we can make sure that our games stay intact a little longer so one of us can win. Because truth be told, I would much rather me or Ollie wins this game than anybody else. We both are the ones that deserve it the most, at least from my perspective. But that's not how Survivor works, and that's not how the game is meant to be played all the time either. So I have a lot of respect for this game. I know that things never go perfectly, and right now I am just fighting to keep my head above water and to stay in at least a remotely powerful position, because it is slipping through my fingers with every vote. And the biggest catalyst to that right now is Dave. And Dee Dee said it best. She said, last night when we were talking, she said, I don't think we should willingly keep giving Katie and Dave more power. And that's when it sunk in for me that it is time to make the move and cut Dave out right now. So that's what we're doing. Or at least trying to do. And now it's time for me to go start my day. So, love you, fans. Thank you for watching all of this if you made it to this point, and more VidCons to come. All right. Bye.